The LEGO Star Wars UCS Slave One, one of my favorite LEGO Star Wars sets, but such a valuable and treasured collectible deserves to be displayed, right? I thought so. Today, we're going to be looking at some of the display solutions from ShopPOPDisplays. Now, after 5 decades of making all kinds of display solutions, ShopPOPDisplays has just launched a collection of display cases and stands for LEGO sets and minifigures. I have in front of me a display case for the LEGO Star Wars Bespin Duel with the optional printed background, as well as 2 options for the UCS Slave One. The ready-to-assemble case, which is back here with a background, and the permanently assembled, which we will get into the differences in these later. I'd like to thank ShopPOPDisplays for providing me with these products for review. Now, while this is a sponsored video, I will be getting into some details about these cases and providing my honest opinions on them. Now, let's get to it. So my first impressions of ShopPOPDisplays is that the packaging is really professional. It comes packed in really thick, heavy-duty cardboard, and everything is wrapped up nicely, so you know that during shipping, nothing's going to get damaged, the acrylic isn't going to get broken, and it also includes everything you need to assemble the case right out of the box. The acrylic pieces that make up the sides of the case are wrapped in layers of protective film, and all of the necessary hardware, including some protective gloves and cleaning cloths, are included in a separate envelope. Now, some of the key points about ShopPOPDisplays is that they're one of the few US-based display companies that have such a variety of display stands and cases for LEGO sets. This means faster shipping at better prices. Their display cases are perfect for protecting your sets from dust and damage, and as an official LEGO affiliate, ShopPOPDisplays knows how important the hobby is to its enthusiasts. Now, removing the protective film on the acrylic panels is actually really satisfying. I like to use a LEGO brick separator to get up under a corner and then just peel it all off. To assemble the case, you'll use a bunch of these little metal cubes which will screw into each of the corners. This allows the different panels of the display case to be screwed together. Now, I have to be honest, I found there to be a little bit of a learning curve with how to assemble the cases, and that's because the different panels aren't labeled. You just kind of have to figure out with trial and error, but the good news is that there's really only one way that they go together. For most display cases, you can select either a clear background or a printed background. For this case, I went with the printed background. ShopPOPDisplays uses the latest technology to create full-color, high-resolution, photo-quality digital UV printing directly on the acrylic panel. The second surface is then printed for a glossy finish with more depth. I think this is a really nice feature. You have something that looks film accurate and really elevates the display of this particular LEGO set. Once you've gotten all the sides of your case assembled, you can screw the top on and you're ready to complete your display. The base of this display case consists of 2 layers with official LEGO studs for placing the minifigures. They also include little rubber pads for the bottom of the case so you don't damage the shelf that it's on. The actual ship is then held up with more clear acrylic panels which create a display stand, really clean and sleek looking. There's also a little stand to hold the display plaque included with the set. Finally, here's a look at how the display all comes together. Overall, this case feels like a solid quality product. It is a little bit big, so I'm going to have a hard time finding a place to display it, but that's a different problem. Now let's take a look at the pre-assembled option for the same display case. As you might expect, this comes in a really big shipping box, so I had to use a wider angle than I normally would, showing you more of my basement here. Just like the other display case, the packaging is great. Each corner is secured with this padding, so I know that it's safe during shipping. Since the display case and the base are already pre-assembled, the only assembly you really need to do are to assemble the display stand, which will hold the ship and the minifigures, as well as the display plaque from the set. Unfortunately, this display area does not attach to the case, so I used some double-sided tape to stop it from sliding. It'd be nice if the company added some magnets or some other system to keep it in place. Regardless, I think the permanently assembled case looks really nice. There are a few key differences from the ready-to-assemble case. Most notably, the permanently assembled case doesn't use those metal cubes, so you get a cleaner, clearer display. Both cases can be ordered with either a clear or printed background, however, the permanently assembled case is quite a bit more expensive. I would say that the permanently assembled case is my preference between the two because the installation process is a lot smoother and easier. However, my biggest issue with this case is that if you need to move it even slightly once it's set up, the ship slides right off. At least in my case, it doesn't seem to hold the ship very well. That's why I prefer to use the display stand that's included with the LEGO set. It's not that big of a deal, but it's kind of a bummer for a case of this price point. So another product I'd like to highlight is the display stand option as an alternative to the display case. If you're not looking to get a full-on case like this, you can buy just the display stand for many of the LEGO sets that ShopPOPDisplays offers display solutions for. This is the stand for the DeLorean Time Machine from Back to the Future. I really love this set, and I knew that I wanted to have a way for it to stand out on my shelf. This display stand really does everything that I needed to do. It allows me to display the DeLorean in flight mode, and I have space in the front for the minifigures and the little included display pack. I think the display stand is a really nice, affordable option for someone who wants to upgrade their LEGO displays and doesn't want to go the full route of the display case. I really like this option. This one definitely hits all the marks for me. So that about is going to wrap up my review. Once again, I would like to thank ShopPOPDisplays for sending me these products for our review today. I'm going to be posting a link to their website as well as my unique discount code in the description for this video, so check that out. If you want to grab one, go ahead and use my discount.